This conference will now be recorded.
Are you hearing my voice?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your voice is audible, sir.
We are going to see NAT gateway instances. So last class we completed public routing and
Hello?
hello.
Hello, sir. Voice is low, sir.
Yeah, last class we completed Windows Server instances. So how to configure
Sir, hello? Hello?
Hello, Kapil, are you hearing properly?
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, your voice is, sir, so low. Sir, voice is low, sir.
Yeah, just 2 minutes. Your side there is a disturbance.
Yes, sir. I know, sir. Because today is internet connectivity issue and also there is a function in my neighbor.
Yeah, so much disturbance is coming. Are you hearing my voice clearly? You can tell I can continue the class.
Now it's clear, sir.
Okay. Now we are going to create the again same VPC. So log into AWS Management Console. Select the username and password. Now go to services. Go to VPC. Click on VPCs. So I am deleting the VPC. Again, I am going to create. EC2. So we have to terminate the VPCs. We stopped last time. Go to services. Go to networking and content delivery. Click on VPC. delete VPC. Again, we are going to create all subnet, security group, network ACLs, everything will be going to be delete. So click on close. Now create VPC. So this is I am selecting as a NAT VPC. Same 192.168.0.0/16. So click on create. So same thing. Yesterday also we completed last class. Click on close. So this is the NAT VPC we created. Now create internet gateway. So click on internet gateway. Create internet gateway. So I am giving NAT gateway, NAT IGW. Click on create. So click on close. So attach this gateway to the VPC. Select the gateway. Click on actions. Attach to VPC. Select the VPC. Just now we created NAT VPC. Click on attach. Now this gateway is attached to the VPC. Now create public subnet now. So left side, click on subnets. So these are the default subnets. We are going to create our own subnet. Click on create subnet. So DS pub sub. So public subnet, it means select the VPC, NAT VPC, give the network 192.168.10.024. So click on create. Click on close. So now create another subnet. So DS private subnet, DS private sub, select VPC, NAT VPC. Now select the different availability zone here. So public subnet is in another zone, private subnet is another zone. Select the network ID, click on create, click on close. So these are the two subnets we created. One is public subnet, one is private subnet. Now create the routing table. Now go to routing table. Create route table. So give the route table name NAT route table. Select the VPC now, NAT VPC, click on create. The routing table is created. Now select the routing table. Click on edit routes. add route, so you can go 0.0.0.0, select the gateway, NAT gateway, so internet gateway, you can select NAT gateway, just now we created, click on save routes, click on close. Again click on subnet associations, edit subnet association. Here you can select public subnet, click on save. So this is completed. Now what we are going to do, we are going to launch the NAT instance now. So Linux instance, NAT instance we are going to launch. Now go to services, go to EC2, click on running instances. So click on launch instance. See from left side, we have a panel is there, my AMIs, AWS Marketplace, community AMIs. So we have to click on community AMIs. So here in search box, you can select NAT gateways, NAT instances. Or else you can search NAT. So it will display the NAT instances. These are different. So select any one of the instance, click on select. So free tier eligible by default is selected. Click on configure instant details. So here we can select the NAT VPC. So you can select public subnet here. Auto assign public IP, you have to make it enable. So remaining are defaults. Click on add storage, add tags. So configure security groups. Here you have to select all traffic. Source is anywhere. Just review and launch. Click on launch. So you can select the key MyLinux. Click on launch instance. So click on view instances. Now you can give the name NAT instance. Now when the instance state is running, then you can click on actions. Here you can select networking. Here what we have to do, we have to change source and destination check. By default is enable, you have to make it disable. So go to actions, select networking. Again I am showing you. So by default, source and destination check is disabled. We enabled by we disabled it. Now I don't want to disable now, enable now. So make it like this. So next to create the normal instance. So before going to create the normal instance, we are going to create routing table. So click on root table. Create root table. So you can give custom root. So our routing table we are going to create, give the custom root, attach to the VPC, NAT VPC, click on create, click on close. Now select the routing table now. Click on routes, click on edit routes. Now here add route. Select the destination 0.0.0.0. Now here we can add the public instance. That is nothing but a select target, click on instance. So NAT instance, select NAT instance, click on save routes, click on close. Now click on subnet association, edit subnet association, select private subnet, click on save. Click on save. Now we are going to create the private instance now. Go to services, go to EC2, go to instances, launch instance, so click on select, now configure instance details, select the VPC here, select private subnet. So auto assign public IP is disabled, add storage, add tags, configure security group, select all traffic. So select anywhere, click on review and launch, click on launch, select the key pair, click on launch instance. Now click on view instances. This is web server, for example, web server. Now select NAT instance. So log into NAT instance now. So select the public IP. Go to putty. Give the IP address. Go to SSH. Select authentication. Click on browse. So select the file. Click on open. Yes. Login name EC2-user. So now sudo space su. So switch into the super user. Now what we have to do now, whatever the PEM file is there, we have to copy the key and we have to paste the key here. So what is PEM file is there? Go to my computer, go to downloads, select my Linux key. This is the PEM file. So copy the entire key. Copy this key. Now here what we are going to do, open one file here, va space / tmp / mylinux.pem. So open this file. So right click, just paste the key, save the key. Now change the permissions. Chmod 700 /tmp /my linux.pem. So this key we have to copy into the private instance, like web server. SSH-i, where the key is located /tmp mylinux.pem. We are going to copy into EC2-user @ give the private IP address. So where we have to know this is, for example, web server is a private instance. So you can check this is the IP address. Copy it, paste the IP, enter. So it will ask you, do you want to authenticate this key? Yes. So it is connected. See, first we logged into the public system 192.168.10.183. Now we logged into the private server 192.160.20.194. Now these public servers can communicate with internet now. Now you can log in as a administrator, sudo space su. Now ping google.com. Now see, it is communicating. Next, ping fb.com, facebook.com. So now see, it is communicating. So by default, database servers, private networks, private servers cannot communicate with internet. But when, so they are also going to be updated every month or every 2 months. In that particular point of time, we can give the internet connection to them. Now they are communicating. What I am going to do, I want to stop the internet to the particular server. So what you have to do, go to your NAT instance. This is the gateway. This server is communicating to internet. Click on actions, select networking. So here change source and destination checks, enable. Now go to the instance. Now you can communicate with google.com or ft.com. Now see, now internet is not communicating. Pingu google.com, not communicating. Again, I want to give the permission. Now you can see, like this only I am giving the window. Again, go to actions, go to networking. So change source and destination check. So by default is enable. So I am disabling. When I disable, they can connect internet. So now we can go. See, now they are communicating. So like this, we can configure the NAT instances. And as a AWS administrator, we are going to configure NAT instance. So we can give the internet connection to the private servers. So when they require, we will go. So after given some time, we will disconnect the internet. This is the concept of our public and private communication in the VPC. So do you have any doubts? Please ask me, Mr. Kapil.
Hello. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yes, sir. No doubt, sir.
Yeah,
I will practice this. So
yeah, you have
after
to
that,
practice. Okay, okay. Huh? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Tomorrow we'll connect.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir. Yes,
thank you.
sir. Thank you, sir.